But then during the winter when my skin's more dry... Molly! She's always interrupting my videos. How many times can I say gorgeous and I love it in this video? I'm really sorry. I'm just going to apologize in advance. What's up, guys? So welcome to my first video of 2015. That still kind of blows my mind. Like, that's insane. I'm gonna be doing my favorite beauty products from the entire year of 2014 today. I love favorites videos, but I'm not gonna lie, filming this video gave me a little bit of anxiety because there are so many products that I love, and narrowing them down, I'm just like, I don't wanna leave no product left behind. Like, I didn't want to leave anything out. So I tried to pick my top favorites. Also, a little side note, I'm gonna try to start adding tweets that you guys send me at the bottom, like somewhere down here at the end of my videos. So if you don't follow me on Twitter, it's at Amanda Ensing. Come tweet me, it's a lot of fun. And I'm just gonna add like little things that you guys send me that are super sweet, and I'm just gonna add them like somewhere down here at the end of some of my videos because I thought it'd be a really cute way to get you guys involved so you could like maybe see yourself like right here. I thought that would be really cool. So that's a little note, and I think that's it. Let's go ahead and get started into my yearly favorites. You guys can probably guess my favorite foundation of the year. Hands down, EX1 Invisiwear foundation. This stuff is bomb, you guys. I started using this, I think, November of last year. So I've been using it for over a year and it's still my tried and true. It's just a perfect everyday foundation, and what I love the most about it is the color. The color is specifically formulated for people who have yellow or olive in their skin, and this matches me better than any foundation I've ever tried. It's just spot on with the color. I'm almost out of another bottle. I think last time I showed this I was almost out, but this is the color F300. It's what I normally wear, and then if I'm tan, like really self-tanned, I'll use F400. This is my everyday foundation. It doesn't break me out, it doesn't clog my pores, and I know it's gonna cover any blemishes on my face, but it doesn't feel heavy. It feels so light on the skin. I wish this was sold in the US like at Sephora or something, so that way those of you in the US could see it in person, but as far as I know, it's sold on lookfantastic.com. That's where I get mine, or I believe it's also at Topshop. My favorite primer is hands down the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. This has been my favorite primer for years. I've gone through many bottles of this. I absolutely adore it. If you have oily skin, this will be your new best friend. Like during the summer, I have to wear this. Every day I'm gonna wear foundation or else my makeup will just slide off my face. When I put this under my foundation, it's not coming off until I take it off, and it also has a light reflecting technology in it, so it doesn't make your face look super dull. I don't like mattifying primers that make me look really flat. This still makes your face look a little bit alive, a little bit more like natural looking, I guess. So I love this, but if you can't afford it because this is pricey, it's worth it, but it's definitely pricey. A good alternative would be the NYX Angel Veil Primer. This is another one I used a lot this year. The formula, texture, and performance is very similar to the Hourglass one. This one's obviously a lot cheaper. This one doesn't make my makeup stay on quite as long, but it's a great alternative. My favorite concealer of the year was hands down the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is just like, what did I do without it? The color is beautiful. I use the shade Custard, and I can wear this when I'm tan, when I'm not tan, and it just always looks good, and it blends out so easy. For setting powder, I have to go with the Anastasia Banana Powder. This is my all-time fave. And I don't use an all-over setting powder anymore for like the center of my face or my foundation or anything, because that Hourglass primer that I mentioned stops all the oil, so I don't need to wear a setting powder anymore even though I am oily. And also when you think about it, wearing liquid foundation, then concealer, powder over your concealer, powder over your foundation, it just becomes a lot, and it can be excessive really quick, and it can get cakey really quick. So that's why I love that primer so much, because it stops all the oil. So I use this over my concealer under my eyes. It just helps with creasing, and it helps it last even longer. And then I'll usually put a little bit on my nose and like the sides of my nose just to keep everything right there in place, but this is my favorite. When it comes to bronzer, I love the Smashbox Suntan Matte Bronzer. I discovered this a few months ago and I've just fallen in love with it. It's the perfect color to where it's warm, but it's not too warm to where your face is gonna look orange. I love it for contouring and warming up the face. I just think it is amazing. But for contouring, I think everyone needs the Anastasia contour powders in their life. These are my #1 contouring powders. I love them, love them, love them. This one is the original kit. This is my favorite. I use these 2 shades and kind of mix them together. I love these powders because they're so pigmented, but they don't make you look muddy. If a bronzer is too pigmented, it can get real dirty real quick. Here's one of the palettes that I made from their little individual pans. You can make them online. If you're a makeup artist, you definitely need this for your kit because there are so many different colors for so many different skin tones. And even just as a makeup lover or someone who wants to start contouring or loves to contour, this is a great option because you get to customize the colors for your skin type and for your preference. So Anastasia contour powders are a must. My first blush favorite is NARS Luster Blush. NARS has some of my favorite blushes in the entire world, and this is a peachy apricot shade, a little bit of shimmer, a little bit of like a gold shimmer in there. That's what I have on today, and I could live off this blush for the rest of my life, which is saying a lot. Like, I'm not even kidding. This is my favorite blush in the entire world. Last year in my 2013 favorites, I mentioned NARS Madly Blush, which is also amazing, and it just goes to show NARS is amazing, and I love them so much. But NARS Luster is definitely my #1 favorite. My next favorite is from Becca, and this is the blush in Damselfly. I love this so much. Becca is an amazing, amazing brand. This has a little bit more pink than Luster, but it's like one of those colors that just looks gorgeous in the summertime. If you have a tan, this is really, really gonna bring out that tan and just make your face glow. I love this color. And then my last blush favorite is from MAC, and this is a matte blush. It is this one, try not to blind you. It's this one right here. This is called Cantaloupe, and I love it. If you don't see a trend, I love peachy orange blushes. This is a pro blush, and I find this formula is so much silkier than their normal blushes, and it just looks like your skin when you put it on. It warms up your face, great for every day, and it just makes you look like alive, because without blush, I feel like I look kind of dead. My favorite highlighter of the year goes to Estee Lauder Heatwave. This is just like my ride or freaking die. And this is the highlight I have on my cheekbones today. And I know this is limited edition. You can't get it anymore. It sucks. I'm sorry. I think Amazon has it. Like, some people sell it for a lot of money. But I'm going to tell you right now, if I run out of this powder and I can find it on Amazon, I will be buying it because it is just a highlighter's dream. This is the perfect white gold highlight. It's not too rich gold or bronze, and it's not really silver. It's that perfect in between, so any skin tone can wear it. I love this a million times more than Whisper of Guilt from MAC. Estee Lauder owns MAC, so the formula between the two is very similar. This one is just a lot more pigmented, a lot more in your face. My other favorite highlight would have to be Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick in Beige. I love the shimmer bricks, and this is very similar to Heatwave, except it's a little bit more silver. It's not quite as warm, but on the cheeks, you don't see that much of a difference. I think I have like 4 shimmer brick shades, and I've never been disappointed with any of them. The formula is on point. It looks gorgeous on the face, and I think beige is the most universal highlight color because most skin types should be able to wear this. For mascara, my favorite has been the L'Oreal Miss Manga. I use this probably the most this year. It's a great lengthening and volumizing mascara. I usually go more with volume than length just because I want my lashes to look really thick. And this brush is like tapered, kind of like a little triangle. And I love this because it's like a moussey texture, so it doesn't clump up your lashes, doesn't look spidery. And I love this on the lower lashes as well because it doesn't transfer. Almost every mascara transfers on me that I put on my lower lash line, and this one does not, which is really, really rare for me. I'm definitely a drugstore mascara kind of girl, so L'Oreal Miss Manga. So for eyeliner, I picked a gel, a liquid, and a pencil. For gel, my favorite hands down is the Inglot gel liner number 77. This is the black one. I got this at IMATS New York last spring and it's just the best. It's the blackest. It's easy to use. It's kind of like a moussey cake texture, so it's not like shiny or like slick. And I love a good matte black eyeliner, so Inglot gel liner is definitely where it's at for me. For liquid, the NYC black liner is just my fave. It's cheap, it's affordable, it's black. It's just all around the best. Then for a kohl pencil, my favorite is the Buxom Call Me black eyeliner. I always use this in my waterline or like smudged on my lower lash line. It's just my all-time favorite. It smudges easy, it's really black, it's waterproof, doesn't irritate my eyes. I have contacts, so a lot of things can kind of make my eyes irritated because they're a little bit sensitive, and this one is by far my fave. So my first eyeshadow favorite is MAC Tan Pigment. This is just like rose gold, melted down, drop a little bit of unicorn tears in there, and you have MAC Gorgeous Tan Pigment. Like literally, you guys, this is my favorite eyeshadow in the entire world for the lid. I could wear it every single day. Every time I have worn this the past 2 years, yes, I have had this for 2 years, I always get asked for a tutorial and I always get asked, what is on your lid? What is on your lid? It is MAC Tan Pigment. I have used this so much and it looks like I haven't used anything at all. I love to use this wet because it's like a foiled rose gold color. I have found nothing to compare to this, and I'm not a pigment kind of person. I'm very picky when it comes to my pigments if I ever use them, but MAC Tan Pigment is definitely something worth buying. Moving on to eyeshadow palettes. First, I have the Lorac Pro 2 palette. I have used this so much the past year and I didn't intend to like it so much because it's more of a cool toned palette. I love the color scheme in this palette. You have grays, charcoals, taupes, blues, greens, purples. It is just beautiful, beautiful. Well done, Lorac, on this palette. I especially love the cool gray, the light brown, the rose is really pretty, and this jade olive green color is just like life. Like these are just gorgeous. If you have the first Pro palette, I highly recommend getting the second one because they're completely different palettes, and I actually like this one better than the first one. Next are the Anastasia eyeshadows. They hit it out of the park this year and last year, and they just keep getting better and better. The Tamana palette was my favorite that they launched this year. I mean, literally, I love every single color in this palette, which is really rare for me. Like, I can't just say, oh, I especially love this color. Like, I love every single color in this palette. I also have some of their single eyeshadows I put into palettes, and I have some more that I need to. But like this brown right here, I think this is called Sienna, is gorge. Their diamond finish shadows are amazing. Here's another palette that I made. They just have so many colors, so many finishes, and these are just foolproof. They're really easy to use. They blend beautifully and they're really pigmented. So if you're looking to invest in some eyeshadows, the Anastasia ones are to die for. So you guys know I love the Makeup Geek eyeshadows, but can we talk about the foiled eyeshadows? Because these have blown my freaking mind. These are gorge. I have all of them and I highly recommend all of them. My favorite is this. I'm trying not to blind you with the mirror. It's this color right here. I think it's called Flamethrower. Gorge. Like, if you love copper, it is stunning. Usually with foiled eyeshadows, you still have to wet them, but with these, you don't have to wet them. They're so glossy and shiny and metallic on the eyelids. They are divine. And I used these in a Get Ready With Me last month. I'm gonna swatch this copper one, like barely put my finger in there. Like, do you see that? They are intense and I'm in love with them. I have a ton of lip products. I tried to narrow down my lip products, you guys. I really did. But lipstick is something I change on a daily basis. And, well, I'm going to show you what I got. So for lip liner, my first favorite is Soar from MAC. This is probably going to be my favorite lip liner of my entire life because it is fan-frickin-tastic. It's like a mauvey pink color. It's really similar to my lip color, and I think that's why I like it so much. It just gives my lips a little oomph to it, and this is probably the only lip liner that I own that I would wear on its own. I'm just not a big, like, wear a lip liner and leave kind of girl. Like, I like to put a lipstick on, but this I've worn several times without a lipstick. And if I'm not wearing Soar, you'll find me wearing Strip Down lip liner from MAC. This is like my third one that I've gone through. An oldie but a goodie. It's more of a nude brown shade, but I love this with nude, like really flesh toned nude lipsticks because it adds more color to it. You can wear this under almost any lip color. I've done nudes, pinks, oranges. Like, Strip Down is amazing if you're looking for more of like a brownie nude color. So moving on to lipstick, I have a tie for first place. Like, these are both my all-time favorites of the year. So the first one is Velvet Teddy from MAC. Like, this is just my perfect everyday lip color. This with Soar lip liner is just like, I'm happy. Like, I wear it and I just feel happy. It's like a brownie color with a little bit of like a peach undertone in it, but when you put it on the lips, it just looks so natural and pouty. This is a matte finish, but it's not drying. Like, it feels so comfortable on the lips because I love matte lips, but if you don't like a really drying one, no worries. MAC Velvet Teddy is just like, and I love the name too, it's so cute. Then my other #1 favorite has been NARS Anna lipstick. Like, you guys know how obsessed I was with this when I first got it, and the obsession never ended. Like, I am almost out of this lipstick. Like, can you see that? The best way I can describe this lipstick is heaven. I mean, it should be called Amanda, not Anna, because it is my favorite. It's a smoky rose shade with a little bit of like a mauve undertone in it, and it's like a creamy finish, but it doesn't budge. Makes your lips look beautiful, and I love it, especially with a really deep smoky eye. It is gorge. So this is NARS Anna. Another favorite has been Sin from MAC. This is a dark, vampy burgundy shade. It's really dark. It's got like a brown undertone in it, and it's even darker than Diva from MAC, and I didn't even know they had this color until this year, and I randomly swatched it in the store a few months ago, and I was like, this is going to be mine because I love vampy lips. I love dark vampy lips. Sin from MAC, perfect. Next is Melted Nude from Too Faced. I wore this almost every single day this summer. Oh my gosh, it's just like a peachy nude color, and it smells amazing. It kind of smells like candy. Like, I love the way this smells. It does something to my lips. Like, I put it on my lips and I'm just like, this looks so good. Like, I don't know how to explain it except for one of my favorite nudes ever. I love the applicator on it too. It's just so squishy, and it's like a little bouncy foam thing, and I love it. Next is Glacé. I don't know how to say it, but this is a mauve, purpley, pink color. Same color as my nails, if you can see my nails. I love this shade. It's like a perfect fall and spring color because it has like purple undertones, but yet it's still pink. So if you don't like purple, you might like it if you like pink. I don't know. I don't really know where I'm going with this, but I love this color. Bite Beauty was definitely my favorite lip brand to discover this year because it's an all lip brand and it's all natural. So it's like food grade natural. It says on the box like you can eat it and it's okay. And they smell like fruit. Oh my god, they smell so good. My favorite drugstore lippies were the Maybelline matte lipsticks. I adore these lipsticks. I have Touch of Spice and Daringly Nude. This is Daringly Nude. You can see I've used a lot of it. And then Touch of Spice is kind of like that Kylie Jenner color that everyone goes crazy over. Love these. They're affordable. They're at the drugstore. They're amazing. Maybelline matte lipstick. So my first favorite liquid lipstick is the OCC Lip Tar in Kava Kava. This is another color I wore a lot this summer. It's like an orangey peach color, but it's got a little bit of like a brown in it, so it's more of a nude. And I love orange lipsticks, but I find they can be kind of hard to pull off. Like Cosmo Pop from Lime Crime, gorge, but I have to have like just the right tan or just the right makeup or it looks kind of off on me. Kava Kava is so much more wearable. I love this color. It stays on, great with the tan. Love this. It's very different. It's like a different version of a nude because it's more orange, and I love it. Next is Lolita from Kat Von D. One of the most controversial lip colors, I feel like, this year. I have worn this so much, and I love it so much. I know it's always sold out. My Sephora is always sold out. I literally got the last one at my Sephora when I got this a few months ago, and people always comment on my pictures like, why does it look different on you? It looks different on me. And then people will have commented that they reformulated it and the color is different. I don't know about that, so I couldn't tell you, but in person it looks more of like a pinky brown. Like it's got a lot of brown in it. But when I take pictures, it looks more pink. So I love this formula. It dries to a matte and it does not budge. And this is like that 90s gorge. I also fell in love with Wicked from Lime Crime this year. It is just fabulous. Like if you like vampy deep reds, you will love Wicked. It is absolutely stunning. I'm trying to think of more words than gorgeous and love, but it is beautiful, or beautiful. I've probably said that a lot. It is so stunning. Let's go with stunning. The Lime Crime Velveteen formula is very liquidy. So you put it on, it kind of feels like water, then it dries and it will not budge. It's so pigmented. Like I'm going to show you a swatch of this on my hand. Like that is just one little swatch and it is fabulous. So last are my favorite lip glosses of the year. I only chose 2. I did pretty good there. And my first favorite is Bite Rambutan Lip Gloss. My favorite pinky nude lip gloss over pinks, over nudes, by itself with a lip liner. It's just like, makes my lips look so juicy and luscious. So if you like lip gloss, you will love this. And again, Bite is all natural. So, I mean, I tend to lick off my lip gloss, I feel like, eventually. And it tastes really good. These are really pigmented and last a really long time without being really sticky. I'm not a huge sticky gloss person. I like my gloss to be creamy, but to stay, and this does the job. I love these glosses from Bite, and this one is Rambutan. My last favorite of 2014 is the Gerard Cosmetics lip gloss in the shade Plum Crazy. Where have I been before this? Like, what did I do before this shade? I wear this by itself all the time. It's like a gloss version of Lolita from Kat Von D, and I adore it. I don't have anything like this in my collection. By far my favorite lip gloss from Gerard Cosmetics and my favorite dark lip gloss of the year. It is just amazing, unlike anything other. I don't even have a dupe for it except for Kat Von D Lolita, and that's a matte lipstick. Like this is a gloss and I love it. Pigmented, not super sticky, and I love the packaging because it has a little light on the inside and a little mirror. So I love this. I'll take it when I go out at night, like on the weekends, and then I have it and I just love it. So that wraps up my 2014 favorites. I can't believe we got through all that because I felt like that was a lot of makeup. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I'm filming on a new camera right now and a new lens, so let me know how you like it down in the comments. This is the first time filming with it, so I'm kind of playing around with it, but I love you guys. I'm excited to see what's gonna come this year. Thank you for all of your support in 2014. It means the world to me. Like, you guys are my family and I love you so much. So I hope you enjoyed and I'll see you in my next video.